Hello, hello. Hello, and good morning, guys. It is a Wednesday here in time space. This is Casual Grinder, and this is the third tutorial, or step 3, which is the space segment, space vehicles. So, I was thinking that my tutorials really had no use, and then yesterday I started playing with my youngest son, uh, Ozan the Man, or Zombie Zane, however people know him. Anyway, and we were playing on Steam PC, and oh my god, the graphics are just so amazing. And it feels like you're so much more close up than on console when you play. But anyway, we had built bases. I had built a base with him 3 updates ago, and he had forgotten how to do a lot of the stuff to survive and all that. And we started building up his new save and his new base and stuff, and we were going through all the steps, and I was like, wow, okay. Because I started thinking about it, and he's like, I would like to do XYZ, but I don't know how to get there. And I realized that I really did put in a lot of work, just as other players have, learning all the inside components to all the different things. So I think it's kind of cool that I did make these tutorials. I do apologize for the swearing. Just for the record, I find swearing to be lack of emotional control, and useless verbiage and pronouns. I mean, seriously, I'm going to the blankety blanky house to blankety blank my sandwich, or I'm going to the house to eat a sandwich. I mean, it's just a waste of energy, and I do apologize, and I'm getting better. So this is actually me learning to maintain my PG format and stop uselessly cursing and swearing because there's no point in it. There really isn't. It's kind of my philosophy about life. I've learned I'm almost 50 years old, and I've learned one thing over the years. I've always stressed about stuff until I was about 30. I figured it out. I was like, I stress about it and I take action, and the end result is the same if I don't stress about it and take action. It, does that make sense? So, as long as you're taking action, there's really no need to stress. You just handle the things you can, and the things you can't, just prepare for it. I mean, it's really not that complex. Now, I saved these dynamite. I'm going to use these just to show you how dangerous they are. You find them. Be very careful when you're with friends that they're not on your vehicle and accidentally get clicked or something, because these things will launch regardless of where they're at. But anyway, so what I've done is I was going to come on yesterday. I've got a really bad toothache, and I got distracted, and then I had to do a bunch of work for some people I know, so I ended up getting pulled away, but that's good because I helped other people, and I feel better for it. So anyway, no video yesterday, but I did start building toward my resources. So you see here, I have unlocked the large ship, which is in your menu, and it's very, very expensive. I'm just saying, it's pretty pricey. And I think this is where it is. No, it's in the next one. As you see, I've unlocked the wind turbines and the solar panels so that I can power all my equipment. And I'm trying to save for this large rover right now, which, let's see, I'm in a Facebook group, and somebody had said yesterday about um, when you get out of the seat now, it'll glitch you and it puts you underneath the on the large rover. When you get out of the seat, if you've got it up in the top there, when you get out of the seat, it will glitch and throw you under the vehicle, and maybe will even launch your vehicle and everything it's got connected into space or into the air and just mess everything up. So, um, Jim, no, Zach Merrill, sorry. Zach Merrill on Astroneer on Xbox One, Windows 10, English, Facebook group. Zach Merrill and Jim McCluskey both were talking to me about the vehicle situation, and there is a glitch right now. What we were thinking about is if the developers put like when you're not in the vehicle and there's a seat here, that it puts a glowing light out in front, and you just step in that and hold X, and it puts you up in the seat. So moving the spawner away from the vehicle, when you get out of the vehicle, it spawns you out here. Now, they've got a temporary solution. You put your chair on the front of this, and you won't glitch up under the vehicle. So what they're talking about is putting the chair on the front of the vehicle like so. I'll show you kind of. I know, this is supposed to be about space. And here I am screwing around with the vehicles. But I thought I would share this and test it out. See the front here where the 2 node is? He's saying he puts a chair on there. And you can just walk up to it, hold X, it doesn't glitch, and you drive the vehicle exactly the same. And what's interesting is wouldn't that, oh look, and when it launches you out. So wouldn't it technically then, if we've got an extra slot there, so we could actually put a battery there or another medium, or even put our fuel containers there. But you don't get spawned underneath the small one. That's what this one is. And really, we're talking about the 6-wheel. It's a monster of a vehicle, and that was their trick, their tip. Okay, so anyway, I unlocked the spaceship. Get back to this. My ADD is acting up, right? As we see, it's right here. It was, I think it was like 6,000 or something, or 8,000. Anyway, I unlocked it. I skipped right to it. I didn't get this, where is it? I didn't get this one, which is the smaller one. Man, okay. The smaller one's 3,600. I didn't get this because you can't really carry much on it. But I'm going to show you how you can take this into space, and that's basically what this is going to be about. So I've already got the bulk of what I needed done here. If you see here, there's 2 different methods of getting gas. So first, what we're going to do, I've already got the materials in here. We're going to build our ship. I waited for you guys to do this. It takes 2 aluminum and 2 compound. And we're going to build the large shuttle. Now, if you notice, I built a vehicle station way out here, and then I've got another vehicle station over here that I'm using for ground vehicles. It's wise to make 2 of these, one for your space and one for your ground. And then 2 research stations. So that you build your bytes really quick, I set up 2 research stations. I also found, if we look in the sky here, there is a red, may not be close enough to see. There's a red marker in the distance, which is pointing out the solar array tower, which I'm going to drag back here. I'm not going to do that on this episode, but in the next one probably, which is going to be exploring and using different tools and checking out all the little smaller detailed stuff that we haven't talked about. But anyway, part of that will be this winch and using the winch, and how to get your solar tower back here, and I'll do a video about that. So the next tutorial will be just random stuff like that. So before you can use your vehicle, you need fuel. So there's one of 2 options. This is an automatic fueling station. If I fill this up with empty canisters and I hit go, this will just slowly, one after another, pop a canister in there, extract gas from the air for free. You don't have to harvest anything. It just takes a long time. And then it will dump it in the finish rack, and then it will grab a new empty one and keep going. So if you fill this with 8 canisters, it will do 8 canisters and just keep filling them and dumping them. That's what these are. This is a full fuel canister. Okay, so this is a hydronizer, and it's basically once you build the canisters and set it up, it doesn't take resourcing to get fuel. You just set it up and wait for it to do it. Now over here, this is a hydrazine catalyzer. Sorry, as you see, it's got four canisters on the front. You have to load those on there, and then over here on the left, you fill this up with your mineral, which is the hydrazine or whatever, or we'll go get some here real quick. There's some right downstairs, so I'm going to show you. Now with this device, you have to actually resource and get fuel for it, which is kind of a... Man, I'm trying to find my hole. I ran all the way by it. Okay, so we go down here. I know there was some hydrazine right nearby, if I remember right. Yeah, right here. Okay, so we're just going to collect this real quick. I'm just showing you an example because I got more than enough fuel to go into space and back. But I'm going to just show you here. This is going to be an extremely short tutorial. I am going to be showing you this. I'm going to the dentist. I'm getting a tooth extraction. My mouth hurts really bad. And I've got an impacted tooth. It's pretty painful. So, feel lucky that I'm here talking to you. I'm kidding. Seriously, so we just get some of that mineral. We go back up here, and we go to our hydrazine, which is over this way. And then we put this in here. Okay, so put these in here. And you can actually just click on this, or you can dump them in your bag. Let's see. Oh, it's not letting me. Well, that's not cool. Okay, so I thought I heard more than one. It went jeerum, jeerum, jeerum. Oh, my bags were full, so it just dumped them everywhere on the ground out there. Oh, crap. Okay, here we go. I'm going to have to take all this stuff out of my bag. Actually, I should have put it over here because this is what we're going to be adding to. I'm not thinking. I'm still having my morning coffee. Remember, guys, you are helping me to learn not to swear, unnecessarily swearing, which is just a brainless animal response instead of intellectual thought. So, that's horrible. I really don't want this dynamite. But anyway, I'm going to show you how the dynamite works real quick. So, I guess we didn't get any of that. It all fell on the ground, and I didn't realize it. So, we're going to have to go back and grab it all off the ground. Which I actually got down here pretty quick. Okay, pick up, X to go to bag. Pick up, X go to bag. So I only got 2 out of all that? That's horrible. That ain't right. Oh, anyway. So, now on Steam, you would use... Oh my god, I did not just do that. Remember, do not panic. Panicking is what gets you killed. See, I fell in that hole. I did not panic. Give me oxygen. Anyway, what was I saying? I forget. Oh, on Steam, on the PC version, you use T to drop tethers, E to build and use your gun here, and then you hold down Alt to get the flat, and you hold down Control to get the dig up, or build up. So those are some nice little tips for those who play on Steam. I also play on Steam, so, you know, someday you catch me and I'm not busy and I'm just goofing around on the menu, feel free to invite me. Okay, so now we're going back this way. Yeah, and I'm an anti-troll, anti-griever type of player. I'm pretty old school about my gaming, man. I mean, unless it's a game that's designed to be trolling and all that, I ain't got time for it. I'll just unfriend you. I'm about building and creating and exploring and working as a team. Um, I'm the builder in an indie development company that I own. It's called Ravenfall Studios, and we're building some 2D games right now. You see, you put your fuel canisters on the side, and then we're going to take this and put this. So I'm going to be able to show you exactly how this works. See, I just put that empty canister, and it's automatically going to go up there. Now I'm not going to hit the button yet because I want it to do all of them at once. So, okay. So you can just click on this with your cursor to fill it, grab it, X. Fill, grab it, X. Fill, grab it, X. Fill, no more. Okay. So we're at half a tank. Okay, then we're going to take all these canisters. As you see, there's one in the main chamber now. So we're just going to take these canisters and put them in here. Okay, so that's 5 more fuel, which will give us a full tank once we're finished. What have I got in my gun? Full dirt. Okay. So, anywho, there goes that. Now, we're going to take these and just put them in here, and they should automatically go into the center console once they're, yep. Now, because there's only 2 of them here, it's only going to fill so many of those canisters. 4 can go in here. So we're going to see, let's go find some more. I knew there was some more right around one of these other corners. Oh my god, no. Okay. Somehow I grabbed this stupid thing on my way and just screwed up the oxygen everywhere. Okay. Come on. Ow. There needs to be some more somewhere here. There's some malachite. More malachite. Did I show you guys how the forge operated? I think I did. It's pretty rudimentary. And you can take the raw mineral before you put it in your smelter. You can take the raw material and duplicate it even, but it takes a lot of dirt to duplicate. So there's an unknown right there. Where is it? Where is it? Huh. There was an unknown right there and it just disappeared. What's going on? That ain't right. Okay. Where'd the unknown go? Into space? Isn't it? Where did it go? It's not even here. It totally disappeared. Yeah, that was weird. The other day I'm resourcing and I'm down here in the tunnel and I'm going up around the corner. I had just gone through this tunnel and there was nothing in that tunnel at all. And then when I drive back, I found a research node. So I come back and I've got the research node. And I turn the corner and these research nodes are just falling from the sky. Like, I don't even get what's happening. but they were falling from the sky, and I ended up getting 3 more driving out of the cave. I was like, man, this is weird. They're just falling out of the sky now. So there's a number of things that I want to go and talk about on the forums, and hopefully the developers can pinpoint the source. Okay, so the hydrazine catalyzer, once we have power, which now we're out of power again because it's daytime or nighttime, we'll hit this and hit that. I guess, why isn't this battery... Oh, because the channel isn't going in the same direction. Okay. Oh, that's kind of crappy. I wonder if you can stick the battery on the side of the device. Come on, don't fight with me. Nope. Can't stick it on the side. Bummer. Can't put it on there while it's got stuff on it either. Okay, well... that's not so bright because now this whole station up here isn't powered at nighttime, which is kind of a bad power management plan, but now we've got to wait for daytime. We're going to end up needing more of this stuff anyway, so I might as well just do that while we're waiting. We're probably going to need more compounds too. Oh, I do have a power node. I can put a power node on here. So, yeah, we'll put a power node on. Oh, you can't put power nodes on stuff anymore. That's just, that makes no sense, man. I can't power you. Sorry. That's just crazy. Okay, well, I guess it does work. It's saying power right here. So, anyway. So, once you get that full, and if you got more sitting here, it'll keep taking them and filling them until they're all full. But you only get 1 per each canister, see? So, we got 2 canisters worth of material. And for some reason, this stupid thing isn't targeting now. Look, I can't target it. That's just dumb. So I guess you can't take them off until they're all full. That didn't used to be the case. You could take them off individually. So that's kind of messed up. Okay, so now that we got this here, we're going to see we put not an open 1 seat, though you can go into space with that. We need 4 aluminum. So I need 1 more aluminum in there. And as you see, I've rearranged my base. So I have my raw material stuff on the right-hand side here. And then I've got a storage rack for all my miscellaneous stuff that I don't need in my bag, like, say, dynamite. Then I've got my fabricators next to each other. Let's see, so now I've got... And then the resourcing is those 2 together over there. So it makes it a little more organized. We need 1 more bar of aluminum, which we got right here. Next, of course, would be better power regulation, but I don't know. So we're going to build the dome on top of this, which is going to eat up, as you see, half of my vehicle. So we're going to go ahead and we need power to print, so we got to wait for daylight. I had hoped to have all of these power issues solved already, and as you see, not quite the case. So you really want to build 3 or 4 large platforms, put solar panels and wind turbines, and get a winch and drag that big solar panel back here and all that good stuff to really get the power you need. Okay, it was glitching. Now I can interact with this suddenly. Okay, so come on. It's not letting me turn my damn camera when I grab it. Okay. So stupid. The mechanical controls are just seeming to get screwy with the updates, man. I mean, objects used to go 50 miles away from you. Like, I would grab this canister, and it would go off into space. I mean, it would go away from me into space. And I commented about that on the developer forums, and they changed it. So now it only goes like 10 or 12 blocks away, 15, 20 blocks away. Are you kidding? See what I'm saying? It's not snapping. It's saying it's snapping in there, and then when I click on it, it disappears. So it's little glitches like this that they really got to work on. And I mean, there is no logical sense as to why this is doing this. I mean, it's programmed to do one thing, so it don't make sense. But anyway, here we are. We got power now, so we're going to build our dome. And then over here, we can start this, which is just going to fill a bunch of canisters. This is building the pod on there, so what we're going to want to do, we come over here. See this little device here? This is where we initially dropped our fabrication package. We're going to click on this, reinitialize the cargo drop. Boom. Take these. These are our building tools, which we're going to have to take to any alien planet we go to. Okay, and then probably shouldn't have put them there, but it's still building, and it's delaying because it's juice. It's out of juice. Yeah, so we gotta wait for that to finish. We'll take one of these racks. So I'll just take off my vehicle for now. It's wise to have a habitat, which I don't think we've even got. I need 4K to make a habitat. So I think today we're just going to go into space. I'm going to show you how you would set up this platform, and as you see, you can put your building tools right on a medium storage rack, so they're not eating up a bunch of space. Now we know when we get there, we're going to need resin right away. So we might as well. The grabbing tool is just glitching like crazy. Oh my god. Seriously, something got screwed up in the update. I mean, none of the tools were this bad before. To build a research facility, let's check and see what the price will be. Oh, we can't, is aluminum, and we don't even have aluminum. So I don't think we're going to be building over there so much as I'm going to show you how that functionality works. And yeah, so this looks completed finally. We can take a few more of these canisters. Oh, no, they're not done because we're out of juice, of course. This is good enough to do what I wanted to do in this short tutorial. So I'm just going to put because we got enough fuel with this large ship to literally like travel space for a minute. Alright. So as you see, we got this all here, and you get underneath your ship. You target the seat, hold X to enter, and then you click on this, which is launch. And you can see your beacons as you go into space. You can see your other travel points on the map, see the locations that I plugged out. So once you get into space, you can really see other places you can land and build bases. Or landing locations. You can build a base anywhere, so you could land there and then walk on. Okay, so this is how this functions. And you can even, you hold in left trigger, and you see you can move around and highlight zones, and you can land at that zone. We're on the exact opposite side of the planet now, almost. Oh, yep, the other stuff's right below us. And we come here, and we could unpack these crates here and start building a station and all that stuff. If you have habitat unlocked and you bring the materials or bring a habitat, you can launch your habitat. You can just explore with your large vehicle, get a bunch of stuff, resources, throw it on board, and then take off again. The only problem is if you die here, you're going to have to get here some other way. Just so you know. If you don't have a habitat, then it's not going to spawn you. And I don't know if they fix that. I haven't evolved to that point yet to see if you make a habitat somewhere else and you save in it, that it will spawn you closer to where you're at. I would think it would, but who knows. Okay, now if you notice, we're in space already, and we can see our markers. How do we get to the other planets? Well, instead of clicking with your cursor down here, you click on launch again, and now you can see your reticle as you're cruising out to the next location. You use your reticle, it's showing you where you're at and where you can go to. So we can go to here. We can't reach that, and we can't reach those. So by the laws of space physics, we have to go here first. So we're moving out across space to this other planetoid. We just moved through some airfield of some sort. And now we're circling this planetoid, which has its own fauna, its own life. Make sure you keep watching your fuel. My fuel is getting pretty low. You could get stranded on another planet too. There's different life forms, different plant life that will kill you in different ways on different planets. There's different minerals and raw materials that are more common on some than others. Let's just dig real quick and see what we find right below the surface. I didn't bring stuff for tethers, and I knew I should have. I was like, I know that some of these planets find one and kill it. It could drop like an Astroneer with a full pack of gear and stuff. Oh, yeah, it looks like, yeah, that's dropping right into the, it's dropping right into the okay, so example, like we could, oh my gosh, come on. Okay, so we can grab these. One's the base platform, the other is the what the heck ever. And you drop them off your ship. These are from that little spawner that was at your base, remember? Okay, and then we can take this, put it here, unpack, bam, bam, bam. Take that, boom, and we can unpack that. And then we can take these resins we got up here, and we can, oh, we probably want to move this back away from the ship. Anyway, so okay, so we examine, it needs power. So we can get power by connecting it, at least you used to be able to. Let's see, I don't see a connector coming from the ship anymore. What the hell? Nope. The ships used to have connectors on them. Okay, well, looks like you'd have to bring power here too. Ships used to have power connectors. Huh. Anyway, to show you that you can build this here and then leave, which is what we're going to do. That's the other thing. Planetoids move away from each other in time space, so if you don't leave at the opportune moment or you leave at the wrong time, you could end up so far from the next planet to jump over that you're just stuck in space there for a while, waiting for a planet to come back into access with the orbit that you're in. Refreshing my coffee. How do you like your coffee? Do you drink coffee? I drink mine with a little cream and a little sugar. I try to live my life in balance. Cut way down and I'm almost quit it at this point. And I drink wine and beer occasionally. But yeah, I don't excessively do anything anymore. So we're in this orbit, so we got to go out of this orbit. Okay? And then if you look, we hold left trigger. Terran is the planet you start on. There's Baron. These other planets, if we had, okay, see, it's starting to move closer. You got to sit up here and wait for these trajectories to line up, and then another planet will become available to jump to when this one gets close to this one, which it's going to take a while. So I'm just going back to Terran. Now, it used to be when you landed back at your home base with your space vehicle, it would take up the vehicle docking station. So we are next going to be checking that to see what they've done. You can hit down on right stick to zoom out so it's easier to see where you're going. And you see your markers. You can literally land at one of your marker locations, which is also cool. We're going back to the home base, which I'm hoping that's what I just hit. Where does it land us? Over at this other engine station. Well, that don't make sense. Now do it. Huh. That's funny. And it's sitting right on top of my my storage. That's all this is. This is just a storage thing that I'm storing odds and ends in. Anyway, so there you have it. That's how you get into space and how you You manage that. The fuel. Now see, I wanted that to land over here, and it wouldn't. Maybe it's because these are here. I'm going to pick this up. Come on. Why is this acting so funky? Just get in my bag. Get in my belly. See, no, the original. Yeah, so, I mean, I really like the new concept of these connectors, but they're obviously glitched out. There needs to be more control of them coming out or not. I don't know. Just very frustrating. Okay, so we're going to take the ship into space one more time and see if moving this cable out of the way will let me land here. It's kind of stupid that my ship didn't even land on the original vehicle pad. So now it's sitting on uneven ground over here. It just don't make sense. This isn't even the station I built it in. So it used to take up whatever station you built it in. Now it looks like it just lands at the nearest vehicle station. I was hoping it was going to land on that pad. Another way to get around that is to build a fuel station at another landing location near your base and then just drive to that station with your land vehicle and have your hydronizer and fuel stations right there, and it's got its own power and it's independent of everything else. And then every time you land, you're landing at that zone, and then you can have your vehicle there. You just load the stuff off of your ship onto your land vehicle and drive it back to your home base. But I was trying to be efficient and keep everything in one spot. And as you see, maybe it's because I picked a specific... Okay, so there's a left one and a right one. Maybe that's the issue. Well, at least yeah, okay. So there's a left one and a right one, and that's exactly what happened here. So I'm going to go grab some fuel and go land it at the other station. And I see one versus the other when we select. So I needed to select the top left one. So we'll take care of that. And then that will be the end of my tutorial. I just wanted to show you space, how to get to space, how to use your canisters to refill your fuel. Basically, like I said, there's no power node on here anymore. There used to be a little power connector like on your other stuff. It was on the side that you could hook your little devices to, and it's not there. Okay, so I got enough fuel. I'm going back up. I'm going to try this. I guess because I've got two vehicle stations, it actually shows two options of landing here at the home base. I guess you just got to figure out which is which. I want to pick the top left location at my home base, not the bottom right. So if you hit left stick, you can zoom out, out, out so that your vehicle isn't in your face. Be careful not to click that. You'll go into deeper space. Like, you could go to any bubble next to where your base is and build just a station for your ships. I've done that in previous saves. It seemed pretty efficient. And then if you got a long enough vehicle car, you just load it up with whatever you looted while you were out. So we keep picking the bottom right one, this one. I'm going to pick the top left one. Let's see if that's different. Oh. Oh, look, now the planet, I'm out here going around the other direction, so I'm still picking the wrong one. Yep. Because I was spinning the other way around the planet, so... you get the gist of it. That's pretty much the extent of that. Here, let's just have fun blowing stuff up. So, let's say like right here, this is still saying there's, but so we put that out there, and you want to go back as far as you can, and then hold X, and then get clear. And anything that gets destroyed is destroyed. See, I didn't get any resources out of that. You see what I'm saying? There was no resources. So it's way out there, right? So yeah, those explosives are really dangerous, and don't accidentally hit X and be close to it or close to vehicles or anything like that. It will kill you. Why is this disconnected? That makes no sense. Okay. That's weird. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Casual Grinder again. If you like PvP, go ahead and follow the link down in the comments. You can click on that. It will take you to OP Loud's Twitch. He plays Battlefield 4, PUBG, and Fortnite, PvP, and the like. Go check him out if you're into the PvP thing. Otherwise, this brings us to the conclusion of spaceships, space vehicle. Oh, right here. I meant to show you this. This is a marble. On the dev forums, it said that they used them as a lighting test source, and then they just forgot them, and then when people found them, they just left them in there. This is a thruster I'm planning on doing in the next episode, or in a random small short clip, is making a thruster chair and testing out what... These are found in wreckages and salvages around the world and in caves and stuff. But yeah, guys, I got plans for the next tutorial. I'll be going into random other stuff, and make sure you come on along, and woo, we'll have fun. Thank you, and here comes the storm. I better go bye-bye. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Casual Grinder. Till next time. Tutorial video number 4, exploring and random odd stuff of fun and wonderment. Yes, that's what we'll do. Until next time.